Hello, good morning. It's Tuesday the 7th. I'm FX Blue and this is the market brief. So, Boris survived a vote of no confidence. Despite having plenty of critics out there, critics from within his party could not garner sufficient support to oust him from office. Perhaps a failed coup was what he needed in order to pull the party back together. The Tory party, that is, the Downing Street lockdown parties all seemed pretty tight as they were. But Boris is still considered the Tory trump card in an election, and a general election will be held within the next 18 months. And so although his performance will be closely scrutinised, Boris can't be challenged for another year. So it'd be foolhardy for rebel MPs to try and challenge him again anytime soon, unless there's another scandal like Partygate, of course. Give it time. This is Boris we're talking about after all. Economically, retail sales fell in May, but not as much as had been feared. The data was expected to post a 3.5% drop. That's after 1.7% in April. But we only saw a 1.5% pullback. Well done, shoppers. Keep up the good work. That said, inflation is still rising and the cost of living crisis needs to be addressed. But the Bank of England, if they raise rates too high too fast, they could tip the economy into recession. So in the market, sterling is in a pretty narrow trading range at the moment. Support against the dollar looks pretty solid between about 124.80 and 125. Yesterday we touched 125.75. But we open around 124.70 this morning. We also dropped on the open to around 116.80 against the euro. Now, over in the US, attention has shifted to the midterms in November. Sentiment and surveys suggest that many blame Biden for the current state of the economy. But the exact reason why? That's a little harder for them to define. Of course, the right-wing critics thought he was overly generous with all the handouts. That's not very in keeping with the American way, but that didn't drive us to where we are. Nevertheless, fears are growing that the Democrats will be slaughtered in the midterms, and it looks likely that Biden will face dear old Donald again in the 2024 election. Apparently, Trump is running on a platform of racial equality under the slogan of "Orange is the new black." Oh no, wait. No, that was a joke. No, apparently he's still a racist bigot. But that will leave the country with a bit of a dilemma, won't it? It's all well and good being a bit disillusioned or a bit miffed with Biden. He hasn't exactly brought in any game-changing policies. But is it really so bad that Trump is the answer they're looking for? Jesus, not again. The dollar index is pretty well supported ahead of the next Fed meeting. Yesterday we touched 102.45, and euro dollar that opens this morning down around 106.80. That's it from me. Have a great day. Join me again tomorrow.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.